What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Old School RuneScape's Unluckiest Players for the month of November in 2022. As always, we're checking out our unluckiest friends out there with the most ridiculous dry streaks, and of course, at the end of the video, we'll check out my top 3 picks for the top 3 unluckiest players of November. Before we get into that, I want to say a huge thank you to those of you who have checked out my merch store, and an even bigger thank you to those of you who have ordered. I opened this store 12 days before this video is coming out, and this store already has 106 sales and 3 5-star reviews. All of these items are handmade by me, shipped out to you guys, and I'm having a ton of fun doing this, and you guys are definitely keeping me busy. Keep an eye out. The link is in the description below for the merch store. I got a couple new mouse pads, t-shirt, and a few new pint glasses coming to the store very soon. All right, starting this month's unluckiest players off is going to be Zoomaz, looking for a farming pet. 144 million experience, still has not found it, well past the XP rate to actually get the drop. Next up is Zezima's Towel, looking for the Ranger Boots, 1,141 medium clues. The worst part is 18 other boot style drops, not one of them have been Ranger Boots. Next up is USerious98. I guess going for the Champion's Cape, which is just mind-boggling. I don't know why anybody would put themselves through that. Finally getting a Goblin Champion scroll at 13,722 KC. Those were 1 in 5,000. So on their way to 3 times the drop rate. Didn't quite make it. Congrats on your champ scroll. Good luck on the rest, I guess. Next up is XX Combat Dog X. Pulling the Skotos pet in at 229 kill count. Drop rate on that pet's only 1 in 65, but the time that it takes to get the totems, that can make a really annoying grind. X-Legend God, look for the pet Krill Susaroth over at the God Wars dungeon at 10,000 KC, right at 2 times the drop rate, still hasn't found it. Wasted Puss, pulling a Holy Ornament Kid in from the Theater of Blood, 415 hard mode KC is what it took to get that. Hasn't had the dust either. Next up is the Lemonator, Iron Man account, finally pulling a Prim Crystal in from Cerberus, 2,441 KC. Next up is Spooky Prince with an update, also pulling the first Primordial Crystal in of the account to finish the collection log, 3,667 kill count. Next up is Smoked Ed 92. Look for the Hydra Jar, and honestly, same, me too. This is my nightmare. This submission right here is my nightmare. 6,119 KC with no Jar of Chemicals, 1 in 2,000 for that drop rate. Sinity B, no King Black Dragon Pet or the Draconic Visage from the KBD, 7,454 KC, so 2 times the drop rate, and Draconic Visage 1 in 5,000 from the KBD. Next up is Perfect Journey, looking for the Rune Scimitar Ceradomin Ornament Kit for the last item in the beginner clue log. 1,000 beginner clues completed, and that's a lot. I can't stand to do a couple of them things. They're so annoying. Next up is Not Casper with an update. Look for the Basilisk Head or the Jaw, honestly, at this point. Probably both just to get them in the collection log. 3,500 kill count. 1 in 1,000 on the drop rate for both of those while on a Slayer task. Next up is Nesretep Fair. Nesretep Fair? I think that's how the pronunciation was in the email. Iron Man account, pulling the Bottomless Compost Bucket in at 116 kill count. My Bussy Tight. Look for the Pet Smoke Devil, 10,556 kill count, so 3.5 times the drop rate for this player. Next up is Mr. Zarek with an update, pulling the Metamorphic Dust at 1,800 challenge mode kill count. 1,800 KC to get that dust. The commitment is out of this world for that. Like, I applaud you for not giving up on that. Next up is Monasaya. Look for the Mole Pet, 8,005 kill count. Nothing to be seen. Mac Miller MD with a submission. Now this one is lucky and unlucky at the same time. Dude's got 4 Twisted Bows, 62 total purples, but still trying to pull in that Omelet drop, which is 1 in 53 when you actually pull a purple or drop in your name, or 1 in 1,765 overall with 26,000 personal points. However, Dude is over the drop rate of that 1,765 with the normals and the challenge modes combined. Super unlucky there. Lord Dankler, Group Iron Man, no Tome of Fire, 1008 Wintertot KC. Next up is Legend, hoping for some third age, but only managing to pull noted super restores. Always feels bad, man. Hard casket number 342. Lala Salome, Group Iron Man account with an update here, finally pulling the enhanced weapon seed in at 1,443 kill count. LA Blue Moon, Group Iron Man account, another third age hunter, just managing to pull in some noted potions, noted supersets on this one on hard casket number 231. Next up is Johnny Quest. Needs to pet Dagonoth Prime to finish the log, just over 2 times the drop rate of that 1 in 5,000 pet, 10,005 Dagonoth Prime KC. Iron Yorick, Iron Man account, no crystal armor seeds in 53 gauntlets and 250 corrupted gauntlets. 1 in 50 in the corrupted gauntlets, which you're looking at for the drop rate, so 5 times the drop rate. Iron Adapter with an update. Pulling an enhanced weapon seed in 2,197 corrupted gauntlet KCs. Iron Tango, no Cerberus pet, but has managed to pull in 8 jars. Holy shit, 3,208 KC. I'm actually featuring this one because I understand. I have 6 jars in my Cerberus collection log with no pet, so I get it. Iron Longva with a Basilisk Jaw. Almost 5 times the drop rate while on a Slayer task, 4,815 KC. Next submission is from Hero Zetman. Hero Zetman sending in the final update for this grind, pulling the Venenatus pet in at 7,385 kill count. 1 in 2,000 on the drop rate for that wilderness boss, a little over 3 times the drop rate. Hank Hill 17. Hank Hill 17 has been featured in these videos before, and this is also another very relatable one for me. No imbued heart in the collection log for Hank Hill. 50 million Slayer XP. I'm literally like 100k away from 50 million Slayer XP, and I also don't have an imbued heart. This video is just full of comparisons to my account. Grieved, Iron Man account with no enhanced weapon seed, 1,000 corrupted gauntlet KC. GFI, look for the Dagonoth Rex pet, 8,085 Dagonoth Rexes. At least that one is easily soloable. Fergie, Iron account, no Godsword Shard 2 with 9 of each, 9 Godsword Shard 1s and Godsword Shard 3s. Say that 3 times fast. 1,425 total God Wars dungeon kill count. Still looking for that Godsword Shard 2 to finish a blade. Faultleffer, QC, Iron Man account, pulling the Serpentine Visage in at 2,150 kill count, 1 in 512 on that drop rate, or 1 in 256, and to get a double drop chance on the kill. Dominated One, look for the Tome of Fire, finally pulling this one in at 40 million fire making XP and 1,620 completed Winter Tots. Next up is Doctor Who, the double submission here. Noted supersets for Doctor Who on hard casket number 159. Doctor Who at the Abyssal Sire, no Unsired drops, 500 kill count. Drop rate for the Unsired is only 1 in 100. Next up is Deja Vu, pulling the Prince Black Dragon pet, almost 2 times the drop rate, 5,952 kill count. Next up is going to be Coolrich, double submission for this Iron Man. Look for the Magic Fang, 1,536 KC at Zulrah, and Malediction Shard at 1,145 KC. 6 Odium Shards before finally pulling the Malediction Shard. 1 in 256 on the drop rate for each of those. Childo, look for the Primordial Crystal over at Cerberus. 2,229 KC, hasn't managed to find one yet. Bingo King with an update. Next 1,000 KC, done. No Baby Mole, 13,000 KC. So over 4 times the drop rate now for Bingo King. Next up is Bad Robert, pulling the Kraken pet. 9,284 kill count, a little over 3 times the drop rate. Avery, 3 Avery, hardcore Iron Man account, looking for the Bandos Tassets to complete the log, but just cannot manage to pull a Tassets drop. 5 plates and 5 boots. Lots of those. Could have been some Tassets. 1,335 KC. Overall, very lucky for the account. However, it's a hardcore Iron Man. You gotta have them Tassets. Next up is Affleton. No Zulrah pet. 9,405 kill count. 1 in 4,000 on the Zulrah pet drop rate. And before we get into our top 3, our last submission here is Savage, iron account, pulling the Tanzanite Fang in at 3,327 kill count. That long without a blowpipe for this iron account after getting 4 Magic Fangs, 8 Serpentine Visages, and 7 uncut Onyxes. Super unlucky for this iron. And now jumping into our top 3. These are my top 3 picks for the unluckiest players of November 2022. Let me know down below if you agree with this list or if you think somebody else from this video should have been in here in one of these players' places. First up, number 3, I'm Incredible. This is an update. I'm Incredible has been here before, looking for the noon pet at the Grotesque Guardians, 10,289 kill count. I'm Incredible on their way to 4 times the drop rate. Number 2, going to Durls, looking for the pet Snakeling and the Mutagens, 8,000 kill count. So that's double the drop rate of the pet and over double the drop rate for at least one of the Mutagens. They are about 1 in 6,000 on their own, but about half of that for either of them. Super unfortunate. And our number 1 unluckiest player for November goes to A101. Also an update coming in here. A101 is still looking for the Venenatus pet. 14,000 kill count, now 7 times the drop rate. Not only is this unlucky because of that 14,000 KC, but this is a wilderness boss. You gotta deal with PKers. You gotta deal with literally everything out there that just bothers you all the time. 14,000 kills, no Venenatus pet. So that is going to wrap up the unluckiest players for November of 2022. Thank you guys for submitting. If you didn't make the cut, try again next month. As always, thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't done so yet, please tap that subscribe button on your way out. Make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. The more thumbs up the videos get, the more it spreads around, the more it gets suggested to people who might find it entertaining. Once again, thank you guys for supporting the merch shop in such a huge way. If you haven't checked it out yet, link is in the description down below. I will see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.